Hello and welcome. Great to have you along here for the NBA on 2K Sports. A special presentation of the NBA here on Veterans Day. It's the Utah Jazz going up against the Orlando Magic. It's the NBA, and it's next.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And, guys, checking out Trevor Ariza. What can we expect from him?
Yeah, he's a terror in the passing lanes, too. Loves to lay back a bit, kind of play possum, anticipate, and then dash out and pick off those careless passes.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
We're live at Amway Center, where the Magic have home court advantage. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
When I look at Orlando, they've proven they have a long way to go if they're going to be a competitive team in this league.
And even if they weren't expected to play at a high level this year, I think most people felt they were capable of being better than what they're showing right now.
Now here's Wright. Outside, George from outside the arc. The rebound by Grant. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
The Magic shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And Utah has possession. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Hill against Richardson. The putback, the follow-up jam.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
Now here's Wright. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Back to Richardson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clock at 6. No good from Holmes.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Kelly passes to Ariza. Nailed from three-point land. Ariza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Pass to George. All alone. Good.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Capella defended by Holmes. Kelly passes to Hill. Capella. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
The Jazz have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. That's good from Holmes. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Kennedy, and it's blocked by Holmes. Now, here's Richardson, defended by Kelly. And Wright kicks to Richardson. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Second is Paul George.
He showed such great defensive instincts last year. Just a terrific defensive player.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Grant with a screen on Wright. Passes it to Kelly. To the middle, Cantala. Power down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Jazz with possession here. 8-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Looking back at last season, this had to be one of their favorite opponents, outside of their own conference at least.
Now, here's Richardson. This game we saw him score 14.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
The Magic leading by 5. Hill dishes to Grant. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Cantala changes up. And he lays it up and in. 9 points in the game so far. Steve is, I think, referring, I'm sure, to the 2-0 record you mentioned moments ago they had against them in the season series last year.
I think you're right, Kevin, and no matter what may have changed in the months since their last meeting, one thing that shouldn't change is the game plan, the plan of attack they used in those 2 wins. I know they've studied those tapes, and now it's a matter of trying to replicate those tapes.
And here is Hill after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's Ariza. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now here's Wright. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's George for 3. No luck. And Orlando will come the other way. Kelly defended by Holmes. Kelly passes to Hill. Puts the lead pass in front of him.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Jazz trail by 9. Wright with it. He's picked up by Hill. Kicks to George. This one for 3. That doesn't go either for George.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Hill passes to Kelly. Feeds it to Grant. Hill left side. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Bertinas. No good from Grant. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Grant against Wright. Back to George. No one near him. That doesn't go either for George.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
The 3 from Hill. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, the big thing with him is that corner three-point shot. That's his spot. He loves drifting to that area. And so defensively, you've got to keep an eye on him. But what that does is it limits the amount of help you can give when he's on the floor.
And one thing about him that might not show up in the box score, but is as important as anything else, is his leadership. I mean, he sets the tone for this team, and all of his teammates follow his example. Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. 4th in lowest turnovers per game, 8th in steals, and they were in the top 10 in team blocks. Not elite level, but pretty good nonetheless.
Very well-coached team, Clark. I mean, you look at the numbers, and you talked about the few turnovers, the top 5 in the league, in fact, in fewest mistakes. So this is a well-disciplined, well-coached team, and when they're on their game, they're just one of those teams you hate to play against because they don't give you anything easy.
Magic leading by 12. Kelly guarded by Wright. Utah with the rebound. Richardson with it. Pass to George. Knocked loose. Looking to end the run. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Hill with it. Now Wright defending. Hill drives in. And George with the block. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The pass to Holmes. Back to George. 6 to shoot. A floater. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Carter, he's checked in for Utah. That free throw good from George. Here's Hill. 8 points his last outing. The feed to Grant from past the arc. And that one's good. Grant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
George double teamed. The Jazz working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Gets it to go. George has got 11.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Hill kicks to Grant. The dish to Drummond. Back to Grant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
Here's Alexander. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
It's back to Hill. He dishes it to Drummond. Passes it to Kelly. He feeds it to Grant for 3. And Wright pulls it down.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Kelly defended by Carter. Kelly passes to Ariza. He kicks it to Drummond. Wright's there. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Drummond. Jazz trail by 8. And here is Wright. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Dishes to Carter. Pass to Alexander. Kicks it to Wright. Launches it. That's good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And here is Hill after the three-pointer from Wright. And it's Hill penetrating. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Let's take a look at the players who are the best on the glass a season ago. Number 1, Andre Drummond.
And, Kevin, this guy was the top rebounder for a reason. Hustle and tenacity and pursuing the basketball. No luck involved in that.
Jazz have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. And the Jazz call time here. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. And Utah has possession, trailing by 5. And the pass to Alexander. Feeds it to Gay. For the 3. The shot's good from Alexander. Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? I mean, they're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Jazz trail by 4. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. The shot's good from Dunn.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Orlando's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Bazemore, defended by Dunn. Number 77. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. The Magic shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he can't get the first one. The Jazz making a switch here. And he sinks the second. And Utah has possession. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Jones. They double him with Drummond. Back to Jones. He passes it to Alexander. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Magic leading by 3. The feed to Korver, deflected, and stolen by Gay. Jones dishes to Gay, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, it looks like despite the injury he's got, he's still able to deliver, and that's what he's showing us right now.
Outside Thomas. There's the dish to Bazemore. Pulls it up. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And the Magic lead by 3.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Jones against Thomas. Doubled by Korver. Jones the pass to Dunn. Jones. Shot clock at 6. And Utah again with the bucket. Now here's Thomas. He dishes it to Korver. Back to Thomas. Lets it go with a 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
On Tap Friday, November 14th, LeBron James and the Miami Heat take on the Golden State Warriors. Big-time hoops coming your way.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Now, the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. They've got Kyle Korver, Isaiah Thomas out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Markieff Morris. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. The Magic have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. On the free throw, no good. Jazz trail by 3. And even 3-on-3 break. Jones kicks to Gay. Passes to Dunn. Back to Gay. Nice ball movement by Utah. Launches a 3. The shot's good from Alexander. Alexander's got 9 points.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Bazemore. Number 77. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 5 points in the game.
Well, no defense. He didn't really need to do the double pump.
Pass to Alexander. Takes it from 10. Pace. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
If there's one thing he does better than anything else, it's just his ability to weave his way through all kinds of traffic on the fast break and find himself at the rim.
He's always in danger of going rack to rack on him.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. The Magic making a switch here. Good on both. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Thomas against Jones. Outside Thomas. The shot misses. Utah's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Alexander passes to Dunn. It's Jones on the wing. Fires for 3. The Jazz with another miss. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Bazemore dishes to Morris. He feeds it to Bazemore. He kicks to Morris. Shoots the 3. Good! And the Magic lead by 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The pass to Dunn. Dishes it to Gay. Jones. He's guarded by Thomas. Gay sets the pick for Jones. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Rudy Gay showing you he can set a nice screen, too.
Pass to Thomas. Kicks it to Morris. Feeds to Bazemore. He passes to Korver. The dish to Bazemore. Morris with the ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Passes it to Dunn. Pace outside. Jones. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Thomas. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Utah here with the ball. 3 on the clock. Here's Jones. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Pass to Dunn. Plays it up and banks it in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing they've done well is getting after shooters. They've closed out well, and they've really blocked a lot of shots in the half.
And Bazemore gets to Corbin. And there's the feed to Bazemore. Number 18. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Alexander, the offensive rebound. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Jazz have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
About a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
And the first one drops. The Jazz making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. Orlando trailing here. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
And I'm going to look forward to seeing how that Portland game turns out for sure. Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
The pass to Bertens. From deep. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And Bazemore kicks to Thomas. He dishes it to Bazemore. Thomas. He feeds it to Bazemore. The 3. Rebound, Utah.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 7.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Thomas passes to Morris. Capella defended by Holmes. And Bazemore kicks to Thomas. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
That's something we didn't see at all from him in the first half when he had a goose egg from three-point land.
Alexander passes to Bertens. Releases. No good from Alexander. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And here's Korver from the arc. Shot is off. He kicks it to Morris. Dishes it to Bazemore. Capella feeds to Korver. Pass to Thomas. Kicks it to Korver. Back to Thomas. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Alexander. Utah trailing here. He passes to Dunn. Bertens defended by Morris. Bertens, the pass to Alexander. The three-pointer, no good.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Jazz trail by 3. There's the dish to Richardson. Outside, Jones. Jones off a pick from Holmes. Jones drives in. Richardson for 3. That's good. Richardson's got 6 points.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but, you know, you got to be smart, too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
They set the pick. Here's Alexander. Rejected by Grant.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. With the stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, Kevin, they were absolutely fantastic last year. I mean, they demanded respect from behind the arc all year long. Very consistent and very disciplined in their shot selection. They knew exactly how to move the defense and move themselves to get quality looks from behind the three-point line.
The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in.
We got this. We got this.
And he's good on the second. Utah's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Outside, Jones. George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Bazemore. Capella defended by Holmes. Grant outside. Connects from three-point range. Grant's got his second bucket of the night.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Ariza against George. It's stolen by Ariza. From downtown. No good.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Ariza against Jones. Pass to Holmes. Back to Jones. Pass to Bertens. Just 5 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Dunn, he's checked in for the Jazz. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Magic leading by 3. Screen by Grant. Wide open. And Orlando again with the bucket. Utah with the ball. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. George hacks a 2-pointer. Good, he hits the jump shot. George has got 13. Here's Bazemore. 5 points in the game. Now the feed to Hill. Cantella. Banked in off the glass. 15 points in the game.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Now the pass to Bertens. The 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Outside Hill. He dishes it to Bazemore. It's back to Hill. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Grant. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Dunn passes to Bertens. Here's Dunn. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. He's got 9.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Back to Grant. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Magic lead by 5.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
No question about it. I mean, when you talk about bruisers, that's his game. I mean, he's put that time in the weight room, and guess what? Now he's putting that strength and muscle to use.
Magic leading by 5. It's Ariza on the wing. Fires from deep. No luck. And Utah the other way now.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Picked his pocket. Here's Bazemore. Richardson cover. Back to Grant. Takes a 3. Cantella. Excellent D there from George.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the 3-point shot now.
And I know that's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all in your pass, you figure you should be firing away from out there at all times. But the mid-range game and in-between games served me quite well. But that hasn't been the best meal ticket for them here in the second half. You got to go with what you do best.
Dunn passes to Bertens. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Grant. Magic leading by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cantella defended by Bertens. Excellent D from Bertens. And here comes George. 32 points for him last game against Chicago. Dunn passes to Richardson. Richardson missing again. Puts up a prayer. Can't hit. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Today's a day to honor our nation's heroes. It's Veterans Day, and this is the NBA Halftime Report. Orlando on top against Utah. They're facing a team with a lot of talent, but haven't backed down. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. A nice start for Trevor Ariza. He's got 6 points and also has been a factor with his rebounding. And still hanging in there, the Utah Jazz. Their second unit giving them instant offense. They've gone to their bench for scoring, and they've answered the call. A productive first half for Paul George. We all know he can deliver huge performances, and he could be on his way to another. NBA action just getting started here. Some games coming up a little bit later on tonight. Over at Quicken Loans Arena, the Cavaliers will face off against the Bucks. Divisional games are always so important for teams. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. Looking at action around the NBA. The Charlotte Hornets are trailing the Pacers out in Indianapolis. A lot of ground to make up for them and not a lot of game left. And now, here's what's going on in the rest of the NBA. A tight game for the Pelicans squaring off against the Phoenix Suns. Into the second half, and it's a close one, a 1-point difference. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Richardson. And it's Holmes, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Grant dishes to Ariza. Back to Grant. Clock at 6. Jazz trail by 5. And George kicks to right. Passes it to Holmes. Back to right. Holmes passes to right. He feeds it to George. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Ariza. The Jazz have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason. He's such a good all-around player.
Hill against Wright. Outside Hill. He passes to Kelly. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Magic have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. The free throw drops for Grant. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now, Wright. He kicks to George. Back to Wright. Dishes it to Richardson. Knocks down the 3 ball. Richardson's got 11 points.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Kelly passes to Hill. Grant with a screen on Wright. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Grant.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Here's Bertinus. Money from the wing. He has 6. Magic leading by 3. Outside Hill. Grant outside. It's stolen. Now here is George. 15 points in the game. Richardson the pass to Holmes. And Utah again with the bucket.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Cahill defended by Holmes. It's back to Hill. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Intercepted. Wright with it. Feeds it to George. For the lead. Great D that time from Keller.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
From 12 feet out. And it's blocked by Richardson. Here's Grant. The Magic again can't hit.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Here's Wright. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Orlando leading. Pass to Kelly. And the shot is wrong.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And here is Wright. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. Another miss by Utah. The Magic shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And there's the pass to Kelly. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Wright. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is a critical juncture in this ball game, Kevin.
And the Jazz call time here.
I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
And the Jazz making a change here. Carter's checked in. There's an pass it to Wright. Poked away and stolen by Drummond. Here's Hill. It's Ariza on the wing. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Let's check out the numbers for Paul George. Terrific year last season for him. Second in steals. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket, in the top 10 in points per game.
And he had some of the quickest hands in the league, and those quick hands earned him a #2 ranking in steals. I mean, it was remarkable how quickly he reacted defensively. Good feet, but also really quick, active hands.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Boy, the points they've produced off their play in the post have been so valuable for them in this game, guys. I mean, it's been a huge part of what they're doing.
And I also like the penetration. I mean, they're getting into the paint. They're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And stolen by Richardson. Here's George. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And the basket by Hill.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Right outside. Back to George. Lets it fly. And there's another one for the Jazz. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
Number 77, Carter with the block. Outside, George. Second chance shot. In deep, Carter drops it in. Now it's a 3-point Jazz lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Jazz?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it defensively. I mean, the steal totals are really something to admire.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Carter sets the pick for Wright. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Wright's got 5 points so far.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Drummond passes to Kelly. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. George against Ariza. And George kicks to Carter. Wright outside. Lets the 3 fly. And it's blocked by Kelly. Now Hill. 9 points in the game so far. Rejected by Richardson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Magic have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripes tonight. The Jazz making a switch here. Free throw drops for Hill. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Wright kicks to Richardson. Outside, George. Orlando grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass. It hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy. Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
It's Richardson on the wing. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Richardson's got 16 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Grant, that's good.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Outside, George. 3-pointer, and the shot is good. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Outside Hill. On the wing. No good off the front iron. Jazz leading by 3. Kicks to Richardson. Back to George. The tray. That doesn't go either for George. The Magic have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Drummond. Richardson cover. Grant. Hope they get it back. Passes it to Kelly. The dish now to Hill. Number 77, defended by Carter. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Looked like he was maybe showboating a little bit, that fadeaway. Really no reason for it.
Pass to Holmes. The feed to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. That one wide left.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
He dishes it to Drummond. Outside Hill. Another shot, and it's Drummond missing.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Richardson dishes to Carter. Richardson with it, now guarded by Kelly. Holmes passes to Wright. That is good.
heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
Free throw drops for Wright.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Thomas with the ball. Now Wright defending to stop the drought, and he sinks the layup. Grant's got 9 points now in just the second half. Jazz leading by 4. Nice ball movement by Utah. They set the screen. .135 left in the third quarter. Gay passes to Holmes. And the layup's good off the glass. 5 points in the game.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Back to Thomas. The 3 ball. Number 18. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bertanis, he's checked in for Utah. And that one misses. Jazz leading by 4. And George kicks to Gay. Base. Back to Gay. And yes, sir, that one drops. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Upside Thomas. Let's go. Richardson, he's checked in for Paul George. Utah's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Thomas against Wright. He feeds it to Richardson. The Jazz again can't hit it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thomas up top. He's covered by Gay. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Can't have one. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Wait a minute. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. He kicks it to Gay. Shoots from 14, and he nails the jumper. Gay's got 6.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Here's Thomas. The long-distance 3 is good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Jazz lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Coming up Tuesday, November 17th, the Cleveland Cavaliers go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. East versus West. Be there.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Utah leading. They've got Grant. He's out there with Kyle Korver, and it's Kelly in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. White dishes to Gay. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. The Magic trail by 3. Now here's Thomas. To the inside. Cantala. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 24 points for him.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Alexander. He's covered by Grant. Here's Alexander. Those 3 pointers off the mark.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter.
Get there, get there.
They set the pick. Alexander passes to Wright. The Jazz working the ball around now. No good from Alexander.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Thomas kicks to Grant. Back to Thomas to take the lead. Cantala. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. For the Magic, Reza comes in for Kyle Korver, and George Hills subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. White against Hill. White the pass to Alexander. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that floater takes such a nice touch.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Hill. Cantala defended by Holmes. Here's Hill, rejected by Holmes. Alexander passes to Wright. Great D that time from Kelly.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Take a look at the performance in this one for Wright. He has 8 points and 7 assists.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Wright nails both of them.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
There's the pass to Kelly. Lets it go from deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Alexander, Ariza covering. Alexander passes to Bertens. Right outside. This is to Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Utah Jazz. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks. At the Bradley Center in Milwaukee. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Jazz leading by 4. There's the pick. Here's Alexander. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Knocks it loose. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark. If they're going to cut into this lead, they've got to convert those boards into points.
On offense, here are the Jazz. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. No good from Holmes. The Magic trail by 6. Reza dishes to Hill. Passes it to Kelly. Cantala.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that break.